So I've been asked a few times over the last couple of weeks, there's a bit of a pattern, but I've been asked by borrowers, hey, I need a mortgage, I want to buy a home, can you just run me some quick numbers? I'm not buying anything right away. Well, no, I can't actually. If you just need some quick and dirty back of napkin mortgage numbers, there's thousands of online mortgage calculators that can do that for you. And that's about as valuable as the advice would be if I ran you some quick numbers. So that's why I won't do it. And I want to explain why it is I ask for a full application before I will give you a pre-approval and explain what your budget is and what we can do for you in terms of a mortgage. Number one is that lender guidelines change all of the time. It might not make the 6 o'clock news, but the lender guidelines are constantly changing. And remember, as a mortgage broker, we have access to a number of monoline lenders that the consumer doesn't have direct access to. So we have a database and more of lender policies and guidelines that we can look through, and we can make phone calls and reach out to our contacts at those lenders and ask them about your specific situation. For example, maybe you only make commission-based income. Maybe you've recently relocated. There are things that will affect your ability to borrow and how much of your income we can count. And we can talk to our contacts and use our relationships to find out what's possible. An online calculator can't do that for you. So that's just one example of why, we need to understand your unique situation beyond the data you put into a calculator, so that we can provide you the best advice and look at the lending options available to you. It's not obvious. So number two is a good mortgage broker is going to pull your credit. So we need to get a consent and disclosure form signed by you so we can pull your credit. And no, the credit scores that you look up for free online, they're not that accurate. We need to pull a proper credit bureau, which not only tells us your credit score, it tells us your credit history, it also gives us a detailed overview of your debt and your monthly servicing of that debt, which factors into how much mortgage you can get to buy a home. A lot of people don't even know what's on their credit bureau, so this is critical. It's absolutely critical. Number three is that we want to see initial documents from you to verify your income. So that's usually tax returns, pay stubs, something to show your income if you're a business, that kind of thing. If we don't do all of this homework up front and we just run some quick numbers, as they say, we risk giving you bad information and bad advice, and that's not what we're licensed or here to do. We are here to provide informed advice and an informed perspective on what's possible when you go to get a mortgage and buy a home. So online calculators are great because it gives you a rough idea of what kind of payment is involved for what kind of a mortgage, what kind of rate. You can plug in different variables. But when you're talking to a mortgage broker, there's no point in us just running the same quick numbers and spitting out an amount for a mortgage. We'll end up giving you probably bad information, and you're going to be making the biggest purchase of your life based on that information. So let's take the time up front to do a full application, review your credit history, review your documents, and then we can provide you a fully underwritten, informed pre-approval so that you can shop with confidence. If you have any questions about that process, in terms of getting a mortgage or pre-approval, you can reach out to me anytime. Call or text 403-382-7335 or look me up at karriflatla.com. Remember to like and follow my channels here at Facebook and YouTube, and like this post. In the meantime, have an awesome weekend. We'll see you for next Friday Fire. Take care.